morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my fellow chingos. Welcome to the 19th episode of Chimaek Hangout, where we discover and discuss on fresh K-pop goodness from music to news, and sometimes the culture of Korea. This show is recorded on the 9th of September 2020. You're with me, Zaito, on another episode of Chimaek Hangout. So not to forget, do check out Chimaek Hangout on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and possible your other favorite podcast platform as well. And before we go into some updates for today, how about we check out what's topic for today then? First of all, in Sizzling Versus, we have Taemin's Criminal, YooA from Oh My Girls, Voyage, and lastly, Namjoo from Apings. But seems like we have a group of solos for today. Nice. And for main dish topic, I'm gonna be a little bit of mystery today. So I gotta give you some titles, but not gonna mention who are they or what it is about. Basically, it's just a simple title. You guess, or you can just jump and listen to it at a later time. So first of all, we have Pandemic had claimed its first award show victim. Secondly, an official apology from an idol? What the hell is this about? Thirdly, shocking confession from idols that you may never know. Fourth, the first K-pop documentary from Netflix. I think some of you guys have heard of this possible. And lastly, a replacement of full-length album for concerts. I wonder, who is this from? Anyway, before we start our Sizzling Versus, how are you guys? Before I like to say that, how are you guys? Well, for me, recently I'm listening to Alexa and the Fat Rats Rule the World. It's an English, I can say a fun retro EDM pop songs. And like I say, it is an English song. And I'd just like to say one thing. Is there something going on that we do not know? Why are there so many English songs suddenly popping up in the K-pop world? Maybe you can leave down your comments what you think. Why is it actually appearing so many of it? I'm wondering because I'm listening to quite a few English songs this month itself. And not to forget, I also have recently just have a little bit of time to finish up the drama It's Okay Not to Be Okay. To be precise, last week. So to those of you who haven't watched it, do give it a chance. I do recommend this. And although you can see the ratings are good and what it is about, but all I will give it in simple words, or should I say a simple sentence, give it a chance. It's such a healing to just watch it. You have no idea. It hits you in ways that you never thought it would hit you. You will understand once you watch, alright? Anyway, with that, I will end our short update here and let's get into our Sizzling Versus. This is gonna be a big podcast episode, so let's get this started. So first of all, like I say, it is Taemin, debuted on 2018 in the boy group SHINee under SM Entertainment, went solo on 2014 under the same company, and overall, he had already won 2 music show wins for his previous song, One. And for his latest comeback, which is Criminal, marks Taemin's title release song, the first song to be released as One, being the prologue single to Two Kids from his third studio album, Never Gonna Dance Act 1. While Act 2 set to be released sequentially soon. This is just a little bit of update for you guys who do not know about Taemin much, or maybe should I say you do not follow him much. For this song, as a little bit of a summary, I should say, to be honest, this one gives me the chills. Much chills, although I will say that quite a lot of fans are crazy for this comeback, for this song itself, and some of it are saying that they love the part like destroy me more because it is Taemin. Taemin is the standard, Taemin is the blueprint. It's a much focus on the artist itself. And yeah, quite a lot are saying that it's looking so handsome. The duality is insane. To name a few of these, Taemin is a king. These are some of the tweets I've seen that are going around. But for me, the song itself, it does not mean it is overall positive in a way. It is a good song, but it's not positive all the way. Let me jump into the music and lyrics to see what I am talking about and what I found. Feel the chills for this. The chills itself is very, very scary, especially from the music and lyrics together. So, for the music itself, it sounds wholly as a neutron track combined with elements of a synthwave, with a feel of a little twist from a children kind of song tone. This is where I captured from the beginning, before the chorus, before the verse, the opening of the song. It does sound like a opening to a children's song with some remix to it, to put it in simple. That's how I imagine the song to be. That was good enough for me. However, when we go into the lyrics and add in with how the song has sound, it's kind of scary. Give me chills. So going through the lyrics, I can say it shows a ineluctable and yet submissive attraction to a toxic person. Basically, we are seeing a toxic relationship once more. So, but the worst thing is, when I look into the lyrics, there is a mention of syndrome. So I was wondering, what kind of syndrome can this be? The theme of this syndrome is just freaking me out. It is Stockholm Syndrome. Basically, it is a syndrome where a person was actually tortured or pressured into a mentality of accepting all of this as a normal. It means, maybe I won't give it more description. I'll just say it in words from Taemin and a little bit from the MV. Taemin is willing wish to be dismantled by his lover. That's one of the things. Willing to be hit, willing to be tortured. That's what we call a Stockholm Syndrome. It means you have been going through all of this, that this is a common. This is what you like. This is what you enjoy. But in reality, this is something should be the opposite. Something you hate, something you should feel hurt from. But yeah, this is what happened. So in the lyrics itself, I will give you one of it is, I try to get away from you, but being brainwashed, all I can do is not. It's easy as that. It means the other person tries to hit you, you try to run away, but due to reason you have already have this syndrome, you can just only not to say, yes, I want more. Isn't that freaking scary? It gave me chills. Even as of now, I'm recording this for you guys to listen to during the weekends, at least on Saturday or Sunday. Well, this is scary. And oh yes, before I continue with this scary thing, I just like to mention, release of the podcast had been moved to Saturday or Sunday starting from last week actually. So last week was released on Sunday, and this week I released either on the days of the weekends. And this is released during Korean Standard Time. Alright, that'll be about 12 p.m. I would say. So if you guys looking forward on Mondays, do know it have been moved 1 to 2 days earlier. Alright, so let's get to this chilling. Oh my god, I feel chill suddenly. And I do know, before I go on with these lyrics, I find out that a lot of people who are fans love it. But if you're not a fan and you're something like a theorist like me who like to just deep dive a little bit into the lyrics, they will do this. Why? Because basically this song is encouraging torture. It's encouraging to have this kind of toxic relationship. So in a mental, moral standard person, yes, it's bad. But as a person who enjoy music, I don't freaking give a thought about it. Because whenever I do a theory, it is just a theory. I still enjoy my music, although I know what's the lyrics about. Sometimes, to be honest, I'm 50-50, so I'm above the fans. Alright, so going to the next lyrics here. So elegant, a criminal who hurts me. It's okay, you suit me, just torture me again. Oh, I'm on a leash, called you, it's been as much as I can't breathe, but also magnificent. What the hell have I just read out? And for you guys, this is a English translated lyrics. It is from the MV, and I'm scared. This lyrics itself is showing those masochistic. A masochistic behavior is so scary sometimes. You enjoy it, yes, I won't deny. Sometimes you enjoy it because pain can sometimes be very, very enjoyable for some people. Coming from Taemin towards seemingly someone that's sinful criminal, and lastly, he start to become someone as the same, resembling to his troublesome love interest. This is shown on the second part of the song actually, where we will jump to MV to talk more about that. But for now, this kind of behavior shown in the song, is it right? Is it good? Is it bad? If it's someone who do not know, yes, you love this song. Is someone you know about this, I see a lot of negativity in this song. So as of now, I'm above the fence a little bit. Let me just give you the overall opinion of mine, or something like a short review for you guys before we talk more about the other things. Alright? So in the MV itself, I would say the MV fits in those CGI so well with the dark cinematography, retro vibe, and as well as the suspenseful rhythm, which do not need much words to actually fill in, as it could almost speak for itself. Why am I saying this? Is because every part of it is showing true actions. It's showing through the props, the clothings, everything is there. So when you listen to the song and you see that, you say it's looking awesome. But if you understand the lyrics, it gives you chills because it is the perfect understanding of what it is, of what this is all about, which is very, very scary. The MV itself also show many moments of those behavior that we talked about earlier, as well as the Stockholm Syndrome. One of the most simple but most disturbing scene in there that have both of these is actually where Taemin had a plastic over his head. That's just freaking disturbing, because as a person, as a normal person, and as a person who live in this world, you do know that we don't ever put a plastic above our head, because we may kill ourselves without us knowing. Also, maybe someone's trying to kill us. We will never know. So, scary or not, chilling or not, you decide on what I have said on my opinion and short review regarding to this. I have nothing much to say except this. Well done, Taemin. And SM, well done on giving me these chills. It is a good song to listen to, but it is scary to understand as it is. So without further ado, I'd like to move on to the next song, which is a new solo debut from YooA, from Oh My Girls, which she initially debuted on 2015 as the girl group Oh My Girls under WM Entertainment. And with their previous song Non-Stop, which have 8 music show wins, and they have already won Female Idol of the Year, Korean Icon Wave, as well as a Bongsan Award to name a few awards that was won during the year 2019 and this year 2020. So, for her debut song, Bon Voyage, you will never expect this to happen, but she actually rejected on going solo when it was first given to her as a suggestion by the company. But with the encouragement and positive messages from the members, she took on the first step on going on a Bon Voyage during this debut, which also means that she's taking her first travel as she tried to encapsulate the feeling of living on a journey in terms of both of the songs, dance, as well as the music videos cinematics. Well, this is basically on what she said during the showcase interview, but for better understanding to everyone who are listening, Bon Voyage is used to express good wishes to someone who is about to set off on a journey. That's how it means. What is this song all about? Why am I sounding so happy to listen to this song? My tone is saying everything actually right now. This song itself, I would say it is very, very good. To keep it short, let's move on to the lyrics and music like usual. The music itself, it is a tropical tribal style music. Why I say so? Because it has a feel like Lion King's Circle of Life. The song as well have a little bit of similarity to Boa's Atlantis Princess, but as an overall, it is a total different charm to it. The vibe is so different. And to be honest with you guys, I love how the song brings out the focus mainly to YooA's vocal. With or without the MV, which we'll be talking about the MV later on, to be honest with you once more, it is so soothing. The lyrics shows the first step of her travel, or should I say her journey. The journey feels like a fairy tale as you enjoy the freedom and something different. How different we're talking about? I will just read some of the lyrics out. Listen to the delicate song of the birds. Feel the freshness of the grass and touches the bare feet. Now, I'm the freest dancer I've never been. I'm dancing. It also shows of a person finding who they are during their journey and sometimes may get lost because the answer is always at the end of the line. How this is shown or described is pretty much I'm trying to find the mysterious dream, a greener forest where we eyeball each other. Climb the highest cliff and shout, a forest waiting for me far beyond from the world. Doesn't that sound like what I described just now? Maybe in a lot of ways it does, but there are other meanings. But for me, this song itself, if we need to relate to something on a journey, this is as much as I can say. You're going on a journey, a first step to finding who you are, or maybe a freedom you're looking for. It is a very soothing song for me already. And moving into the MV itself, the MV speaks louder than what I'm going to have to say. It doesn't need me to say much because it's a very good MV that is using present technology to shoot. Why I'm saying all of this, I'll just move on into this very simple. First of all, like how I said earlier, regards to meaning, her first journey and this MV could also take the viewers through a number of gorgeous outdoor settings and wearing a complete different concept outfit to match every one of it. This is like a fairy tale, a journey. While changing around, while with different views, trying to find who you are, what you're gonna be. And the beauty of outdoors, we will never forget the beauty of YooA. She looks so good in the MV with those red hair. Wow, it's just too much. And not to forget, when I say fairy tales, there are multiple reference to fairy tales like Lion King, Child of the Forest, Pocahontas, Tinkerbell, Mermaid, and possible, I have two guesses for the last one, Wolf Princess and Princess Mononoke. Either one of it. I have no idea because if you see the story of the last two that I refer to, they are two different stories but quite dark to it. So I have no idea whether it is a true review or not, but others, I can confirm that because it is shown in there, especially Tinkerbell. I would like to say one more thing. The only downside to this MV is the CGI. It looks kind of fade on some parts compared to Taemin's, especially the wolves. I'm not so sure how the colorings are done, but I would say that it looks out of place. It does not look like it should be there. That's one of the reasons why I say it looks not so good. Regards to the CGI, when I mentioned just now earlier, regards to the using modern technology is this. I love those drone shots. Along the MV, there are so many drone shots that are being used. I think at least a 60% as a minimum of the whole MV. These shots where it is used, wow, it looks so good because these kind of shots in the past, it used to use a lot of money. Since you need something like a remote control player which costs a lot of money, or a freaking special shooting structure to make it happen. Now you just need a drone, voila, you can make such a beautiful shots. I love how it shots. And another thing I'd like to say, do give the live a full stage performance a chance to watch. For this song especially, because the vibe with the dance itself is so different. And this is one of the first songs I'm gonna say, I recommend it. Among so many that I watch, to be honest with you guys, I do watch the dance performance after watching the MV to see whether it's worth it or not to actually maybe recommend to you guys. So if you guys have a chance, do give it a watch. So as an overall to this, I do dare to say there are no points in making a solo debut unless you're going to do something different. And this song itself, this MV, Born Voyage, with all characters, all its own, everything that I've mentioned, it is a good enough. I love this so much. And the next song is also something that I look forward to. With that, we shall go to a short break and we'll come back with part 2 with our next song. Let's go!
Hello guys, like what you're listening to? Please do follow us on our Facebook, Twitter and Instagram page. Links are in the description, and let's move on to part 2.
Welcome back to Chimaek Hangout episode 19 part 2. Right now we are back with our last Sizzling Versus song from Namjoo, who actually debuted on 2011 as a girl group aping under Play M Entertainment, which used to be called A-Cube Entertainment. With their previous song, Dum Di Dum, had a total of 8 music show wins. And I'd like to say, finally we get to see Namjoo spreading her wings out with an official solo debut. This debut particularly is a collab with Ideal Sooyoung, who actually wrote the lyrics, and I feel very heartwarming. The other members in aping actually encouraged her, giving her the good words for this debut. Is such a good thing. It's, oh my goodness, I did not know what to say. But all the girls said only one specific thing. The song fits Namjoo very very well. I do not know why is it still like that, but I'll give you my side and maybe you will understand a little bit of why basically the other girls of Apink are saying so that Namjoo fit with this so well. In music wise, it is a mid-treble bass pop song, fits with the girl crush concept so well. To add on, the flow in the music give it a mysterious touch. I can't quite describe it how it feels mysterious, but it's there. The point there that makes it feel very very attractive. And moving on with the lyrics wise, it shows a rekindle of her true self. Like how Namjoo said in one of the interview, it contains the autobiography message of herself, of basically not going to hesitate when it comes to loving all her dreams and going to fly high and go forward. Like how I say, she is spreading her wings. In simple words, show the real old self of her who had been trapped in a cage for far too long. At the same time, the lyrics also mention this: after the dark dawn passes, if you see the anticipated sun, even if you take after the cliff, don't hesitate. Show me. Don't worry, I'll fly because 1, 2, 3, I'm a bird. Like she's referring to her company. Don't forget I'm here. I'm ready to fly. That's how I can describe based on how she wants to actually go higher. In simple terms, the song is referring to her trying to do what she likes. Because in the past, she did mention that she is a person that prefers to do something much more powerful. Like how the group recent song is what fit her the most. While the old girlish song, all those songs during the debut, the early years, she can't really cope up with it because she feels it's too girlish. Although for her, during those age, it's good enough. But she liked this kind of thing. To be honest, she did mention it a few times already during interviews in the past. But going into the next verse or chorus, birdie birdie I'm a bird gonna burn up. I'm gonna burn up. Flame the blue fire gonna burn up. I'm gonna burn up. I'm gonna be free like a bird. These lyrics is a tongue twister, yikes. Birdie birdie I'm a bird gonna burn up. Flame the blue fire gonna burn up. I'm gonna burn up. I'm gonna be free like a bird. It's a level 1 tongue twister in a way. If you read it in English translation, which is having a hard time reading. Sorry if you don't understand what the hell this portion is about. To be honest, oh my god, I feel like I need to give some gunshot to myself for some reason. Hey, I mentioned 1 gunshot. What the hell, so many gunshots? Sorry about that. Proceed. As mentioned, this portion here is referring to something like a Greek tales and maybe Bible as well, where blue flame in mythical terms, based on how the MVs are showing in the background, it represents wisdom, and wisdom is a revelation which could be said as I'm free and I'll do what I want. In this music itself as it is. So yeah. So overall the song is saying that she's going to be free, she's going to do what she wants, and she's going to fly high. So nice one, Namjoo. Good one. with that, we will move on into the MV. For the MV, like I mentioned, it is a Greek and as well as something like a mix of Egyptian, where it fits the song as it's mentioning bird, and bird are actually used in the history of both of these places as something like a god or something like a mythical beast. You know which one I'm referring to, alright? Like Taemin, this MV is focused on Namjoo as the main character, or should I say the main point of view for the whole MV, the subject of the MV. I miss this kind of MV so much, to be honest, and you're giving me two at once within this week. The star is the subject. It's so good. And I'll just like to say the shots and the background are nice, perfectly reused to the fullest. I feel like I'm a very stingy person when it comes to MV, and this one reusing it so many times, I feel like it is a well done. And I love how they actually use the small pond where Namjoo actually dance with splashing around. It fits very well with the beat during the song. If you do not know which one I'm talking about, go and watch the MV. Then you understand why I'm saying this. It fits so well that I say, this is so good. I wish there's more. Why is it so little? Yikes. So anyway, that's the end for Namjoo. Although this is short, it's good enough. And with that, we have 3 songs that I have already discussed here. 3 of these, who is the number 1? Basically, the number 1 between these 3 songs. Let me think. I think the number 1 I will give to YooA. Voyage is very different within this week. From the comeback of these 3 songs, it is very different. Secondly, I will give to Taemin. Although the song is very chilling and it sounds so wrong to listen to, but the music itself is very good. And lastly is Namjoo. Although the meaning of lyrics is very good, the MV looks very well, but as overall music itself, it doesn't really have something that I can call the attractive point without the MV. And with the MV only, I can see what it is all about. Without MV, it sounds like a straightforward song. It doesn't really show out, or maybe I should say shine out from the others. So yeah, it's kind of bad. And I know for all those Pink Panda out there, I will be listening to this. And I'll just do this. That's inside of me when you boo to me, because this is my opinion and this is my show. I am just giving my opinion and my reviews on what is this. If you don't like to listen to it, it's your choice. For me, it's pretty much like that. So these 3 songs, I'm not saying any of it is bad. However, I would say I would like to rank it this way is because everyone has their own choice of song. So maybe if you guys are listening from YouTube, you can put in the comments what is your arrangement of your top 3. Who is your top 1 song? I would like to know that. Maybe you can let me know. Moving on to our main dish topic and news for today. As mentioned, the first one, pandemic had claimed its first victim of award show. And which show we are talking about? We are talking about MMA, Melon Music Award. So how is this happening? Basically, the team or the group or the company that's handling MMA will be taking a break from holding an award show this year. There were consideration of actually doing something like an online show, but that is not confirmed yet. Even though we have already 2020 Soribada Best Music Award few weeks ago, which will help without any audience, and social distancing was a priority, which was kind of hard to actually do. And with a recent should I say phase 2 of basically the pandemic, MMA has decided to actually just cut off. So they are only doing an online version, which I'm not so sure how it is going to be done. Maybe virtually, or maybe something like a one person MC for the whole thing, and then they invite some of the artists to come in during the online show. Possible to maybe happen. Anyway, to give you guys a short description, MMA is an award ceremony that's used by Korean music popular streaming service Melon, combined with fan votes and expert opinions before they reveal the awards. Although they said that there is no ceremony, as I mentioned, there were discussions to actually do it online. Or basically, they are still considering whether they should announce the winner that will have the awards if the ceremony does go on. So, what do you guys think about this? Tell me your comments in the comments, or maybe just drop us a voice message on Anchor. I'd like to know what you think about this actually. Because for me, and for what I can see as a recent update that was given from Kakao M, which is the parent company of Melon, saying that they may actually do an online version of this award ceremony, or maybe a different format. So everything that have been mentioned by both sides are very, very uncertain. As of now, just take with a grain of salt that it is going to happen. No matter which part are saying, either online or not, it is possible to happen. For myself to say, it won't happen. Maybe they will announce the winner, but not doing a show at all. Maybe an award show won't happen at all, just announcing the winner maybe day by day. Maybe today this, then they maybe have do some special promotion, or maybe they invite them to actually make a special performance. They release the video for it. Maybe possible. I think it's possible, right, to do it. Oh well, hopefully something nice will be happening soon for this. So moving on to the next one, which is an official apology from an idol. Which one am I referring to? I'm referring to Lovely's Minju. Why is she doing basically an apology regarding to this? Is due to a controversy that happened in her video that was posted online. Specifically, it is something like a sexual harassment wise, I should say. In the beginning, she delivered her apologies to the production team. She delivered apologies to everyone who is watching, since she is the main person that is causing this to happen. And if I'm not mistaken, she did reveal that although she received consent from the participant before filming the video, she failed to realize that basically the viewers who actually watch this will feel uncomfortable to watch it. So she apologized for this, and it is a very good move. This is a very good thing. And for you guys who are curious on what this is all about, basically it is a series on her YouTube channel. If I'm not mistaken, it is called Minju Picchu, which was released I think in June until recently, where she actually meet with different people at Seoul Forest. And during the conversation, she made this comment, or should I say remark, regarding this sexual thing. She asked whether that person have a girlfriend, and next asked how far they have gone to and how long they have dated, which is kind of bad to actually be asking this question. But well, if you have received that person consent and you ask, it's okay. Even for me, I do like to ask this kind of question from time to time, to be honest. I'm an adult, alright? Putting it online this way, it is, well, not really good. It's not a really, really good thing to actually do. Although it is a joke, and the production still use it, but end of the day, is the person, or should I say the host, will take the responsibility, although productions in the end use it. So what I can say lastly is the production also apologized to Minju for doing this, for their carelessness. So both sides actually admit to their mistakes. As a fan, I'm glad that I see this kind of idols, because with this kind of mistakes, you know that in the future, where is the limit? You know when to actually stop. That is a good point, because in a real life, I'll just say this once, just take it as a lesson or advice to dare to take risks from time to time. Although you know it is a stupid action to take, just do it, because once you take the action, you may know where is your actual limit. From that limit, then you may know in future how far you need to go or how to improve to do better. Not necessarily something as stupid as doing maybe something controversial as this. Maybe as simple as taking a step to do something that you are scared of. Example, I am scared of height, but I still try to walk on hanging bridges. Although it is long, I still walk on it although I'm scared, because I know those are kind of way that I can actually overcome my scared of heights. Another way I can say is, if you're scared of heights, maybe you can go for bungee jumping, you can go rock climbing. Those are extreme, but still can do it. If you're scared of swimming, just do as simple as go into the water. That's all. No one asks you to swim. Stand there, let the wave blow you, and if you want to overcome, learn swimming. Learning swimming is the best way to overcome for those who are scared of water. Once you know how to swim, then you know you're safe. That is what I learned in the past before I learned swimming, to be honest. Alright, so with that, moving on to our next one. Shocking confession from idols that you may never know. Alright, so some shocking confessions that you may never know. Maybe I should take from the big groups. One of it is from BTS. BTS Jimin actually revealed, I think a few times already regarding to this, where he almost did not debut, because the main reason is he wasn't a very good dancer. Why is this said so? Because his dance skill is more related to a contemporary dance, something like a artistic dance. So this kind of dance with idol group dancers are very, very different. But I'm glad he actually debuted. With him debut, with all those music videos that's released, I see how much he has improved. That applause is for him, man. That applause is for him. I will say that much. And maybe another one that I can actually say is Blackpink revealed in their variety show, the recent variety show of theirs, on how their trainee life were. This was revealed in, if I'm not mistaken, on an episode in Blackpink, which was a recently episode on 24 of 365, regarding to their debut life of being not really glamorous. They do not have any money, so basically they live on eggs and strawberry jam every single day at least once. Not only that, they even revealed that their previous dorm is full of insects, especially cockroaches and centipedes. So they are living with cockroaches. You listen to me. As fans, we buy their album, everything. We ourselves, we do not live with cockroaches that we know of. We are in a very clean environment. We may not see the cockroach. There may be possible one or two in your house that you may never know. But as a present place where you can view, it is clean. So you can safely say we are not living with cockroaches at all. And thirdly, is the point that I like to show, is actually from Jihyo. As you guys know, Jihyo had already trained for about 10 years before she debuted. And she revealed that she almost gave up her dreams. A dreams of 10 years, she almost gave up. And this was revealed in the variety show Carefree Travelers, where Jihyo revealed that she wanted to quit before Twice debut. Alright, so as the group she was supposed to debut in previously, group Mix 9 ended up getting disbanding. So that was the main cause of it. She wanted to actually give up. But thank God 16 happened before that. Which end up, you know what happened? She actually got fattened, she was stressed out, but still appeared on 16, which brings up to so many freaking stupid controversial comments of saying her fat, she shouldn't be here. But now she is looking gorgeous. Oh la 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 la. As a person here, I'll just give you a flying kiss then. Alright, a flying kiss to Jihyo for actually achieving your dreams. For actually, maybe I should, like in the past I said, learn from Jihyo to actually slim down your freaking self if you're overweight. I'm trying my best to do so, but in my own ways. So with that, some of the shocking news, or should I say shocking confession from idols that you may never know if you're not fan of any of these groups. So maybe you can put in comments, what are some of the shocking confessions that have been made by your own fandom, by your own girl group or boy group? I'd like to know actually. Alright, so let's move on to the next one, where we are talking back about Blackpink as the first group to have their first original K-pop documentary on Netflix. As you guys know, about mid of this year, May, June, we have a K-pop documentary on YouTube Premium, regards to Twice. Now we have regards to Blackpink. So Blackpink, Light Up the Sky. Basically, this documentary will be starting on 14th of October. So we have about 1 month plus to go before we have that. And this was actually announced quite early before this recording, to be honest. So the documentary is actually done in a very similar way as how it is done for Twice. The series is recorded with their 2019 performance at Coachella and some of the extra behind the scenes recordings. So hopefully the blinks out there and all the K-pop fans that actually like to watch this kind of things will have some joy and lights to them within this pandemic that's happening currently. Hopefully. Alright, cross finger, hopefully it will be a good time for you guys. And last but not least, we are talking about the idol, the solo, who is actually releasing a full-length album to replace concerts. Who we are talking about? We are talking about IU. IU actually is going to release a full album. And where is this announced? She actually announced this during her video, which was released few days ago from this recording on her YouTube channel, with question asked by fans. So in the beginning, the fans actually asked, is there no plan to actually have a concert, an online concert to be precise, this year? So she replied that they have plans to instead do other various events. IU also released a top secret information that she may get into trouble for, where she heard that IU is preparing for a full-length album at the end of this year, around the same time she usually have concerts. So it should be about October, November, December. So safe to say it is about November. To further put some comments in it, she has been working on it for a long time and she planned to release it without any notice around the time she usually holds a concert. So look out for it. It may appear out of nowhere which is just freaking scary, and I don't really like this. Yikes. I would seriously like to do these kind of things, and I do not know why, but I have fun with this kind of way of promoting. They tease you, then they don't let you know anything, and bam, here you go. What the hell? Yikes. Anyway, with that, I shall end today's podcast with this saying, IU, well done! You're gonna have a full-length album. I know a few fans out there of IU is gonna be very, very happy with this, especially some of it that I know. Before we end this show, I'll just like to say, next week, we may have a song from maybe Mamamoo, maybe some other groups. I haven't planned for this yet. But possible Mamamoo. We will see how it goes. And like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're watching from YouTube. Follow us on any of our social media platforms and follow us on any of our podcast platform as well. Like usual, from my end of the show, I'll just like to say, be excited and challenge yourself as everyone's timing is different when it comes to dreams. Annyeong guys, and see you guys on the next podcast. Bye bye!